time in Britain is 12 noon. In Germany, it's 1 p.m. But at home and away, once again, it's time for two-way family favourites.
Hang on a minute, it's not 12 o'clock, it's only 11 o'clock, and it's time for the Greyhound morning line.
Hello and welcome to another edition of the Greyhound Morning Line, which will be a little different this week as we're not able to use the studio. So I will be guiding you through the show in audio only, which I personally feel is probably an advantage. So let's get going with our racing review of last week's meeting, where the first race was won by Sober Express in Trap 1 at 5-2, beating Aero Madrid Trap 6 at 6-1.
Off, and 3 there came out on its belly pretty much and lost lots of ground. Meantime, 5 has got the lead. 2 held up as it ran into the 1 at the bend. 6 now puts it up to the 5 as they go into the back straight, and 6 now the leader from 5 and 4. Then came 1, 3 and 2 dashing towards the penultimate. It's Trap 6 Aero Madrid, who led by just under 2 lengths, but 1 is taking aim at this leader, looking to go inside route now off that final bend. 6 leading, but 1 pressing all the way to the line, and 1 has come through now to grab the lead and grab the win. 1 has beaten 6 and 3 home in third. It's a 1, 6 and 3 combination. Sober Express.
And away we go, and it's 1 up the inside who shows early pace with 3 and 6 now coming to join it. 3 now quickens up from 6 in second. 3 ran wide, gave 6 a chance now in second, followed by 1, 2, 4 and 5. It's 3 and 6 in a ding-dong battle as they run down into the second last bend. 6 with its neck in front. 3's trying to fight back, and 6 kicks now into that second last bend. Goes on, 2 lengths clear from 3, 4 lengths back to 1. And then we got 4 and 2, but up the straight at 6, who's well clear and coming away for an easy win. 6 your winner. 3 and 4 and a diving for the second spot there. Maybe 4 over 3, but one is the favourite at 2-1. Leads and away, and 2 is quickly into stride here. Leads up from 2, 5, 4, 3 and 6. It's 1 though with the slim lead now, about a length and a half lead from 2. 2 lengths back to 5, a length back to 6, 3 and 4. But it's 1 now with a 2 length lead from 2. 3 lengths back to 3 up the inside of 5 and 6. But it's 1, Sweet Mimi the favourite. A length clear from 2. Milestone Jim, 3 running on. Lunar Prince. It's 1, 2 and 3 into the stride. 1 a length clear from 2, 3 and 6 as they run to the line though. 1's finding plenty and goes on to win it. 3 and 2 and a tight one in behind for the minor placing. Chances. Make It Millie would be one for me. Trap 5 out wide. And away we go, and it's 1 and 5 who showed the early zip here from 6, 4, 3 and 2. But into the first bend, and it's 5 now with a length lead over 1. A length back to 2, 3, 4 and 6. But the 5 has got him well strung out. Make It Millie. Can she keep up the strong pace? 1 now pressing hard, looking for that gap up the inside rail, and 1 comes through the lead. From 5 weakening back into 2, 3 and 4. Out to the stride, it's 1, 3 or 4 lengths clear from 2, 4, 3, 5 and 6. But it's 1 who's coming right away to win it. 3 got up for second, and it's tight for third and behind. And away we go, and it's 5 who breaks smartly with 6 out wide of 3. And then we got 2, 4 and 1 who can't go with the early pace. The favourite as they come around the bend though and into the back straight. It's 5 now who goes on. A length clear from 6. A length back to 2. 2 lengths back to 3. It's 5, 6, 1 and 3 into the second last bend. 5 Ice Jubbly with a length lead over 2, who's now starting to close the gap as they swing off the final bend. 5 being pressed strongly now by 2, but 5 is sticking to the task well and holding them all at bay. 2 gets second, 3 is third. 5, 2 and 3.
and away in racing, and 3 broke sharply. 3 leading up over the 4, the 5 and the 6, and then came traps 1 and 2. They charge up to the bend. 3's going to lead them back in, but 4's on its tail. 3 from 4, then came 6, followed by 5, 1 and 2 closing meters. 3 with 4 laying down a serious challenge. 3 though in front and will hold off the 4 all the way to the line. 3 beat 4, 6 in third. Tufty's Tony the winner. Gamble. Bunny's coming round for race number 7, favoured in the 4, Saline again. And they're racing away. 2 out of the flashy start to the opening turn to lead from 5 and 4. Then came 6 ahead of 3 and 1. At the turn then, 2 railing tightly to the leader, Testing. Down the back straight, 2 lengths to the good of 4 in second, Saline again. Then 5 and 3, 6 and 1, the final pairing. They run down to the second last bend now. 2 leading up, 4 trying to inch a little closer. Then 3 and 5, 6 blocked off in the run. We're trying to stay on as 2 still leads up over 4 off the final bend. 2 from 4, then came 5 who's charging home late. It's going to be 2 from 4 and 5 at the line. Towcester, hair's running. Towcester racing, 6 a bit slow as the 5 broke best. 5 leading up over to 2, then came 4 followed by 3, 1 and 6 as they make their way towards home. Then 2 serves it up to the 5 and it's the 2 into the lead now, but 5 is battling on. 1 is staying on rapidly up the inside. 5, 1 and 2, they go to the line. 5 may just be in front from 1 and 2 to go to the judge probably. There. Here at Towcester, 8:43 is racing away, and 4 and 2 began alertly. 6 has shown speed up. 1 trying to get through to the inside, but there was no room there. 2's going to lead them around the bend from the improving 6, and then came 1 and 4, 3 and 5, the back pairing down the far side too. Albans Bertie taken on for it by the 6 Alien Tufties, and it's 6 to the outside of the 2. These 2 draw level at the third bend. A couple of lengths away to staying on 4. Then came 1, 3 and 5 off the bend in. 2 from 6. 4 still lashing home up the inside, but 4 now going on from 3, 2 and 6. They hit the line 4. Towcester off, and 1 started really well. 1 leading to the opening bend. 6 will try and press at the corner. Then came 3 and 4, 2 and 5, the back pairing, racing around the opening bend. And it's 1 with a lead from 6 in second and 4 back in third. Then came 3, followed by 2 and 5 at the back of the field. They're racing down towards the end of the back straight. Now 6 has claimed the lead, Mr. Brentford. It's 6 over 1. Then came 3 and 4 ahead of 2 and 5. They're racing back to home. And the stripes now look strong in the closing meters. 6 from 1 and 3 and racing for the line. 6 goes on to take it. 3 ran on to be a clear second at the finish with 1 in third. 6 beat 3 and 1. Here's the 9:18 at Towcester. The final race on the Towcester card is Hare on the way. Make It Tara Trap 1 the favourite at 6 to 4. And away in racing. 3 broke out pretty snappily along with the 4. 6 they're looking to go racing around them as they hit to the corner now. 6 will be the leader on the bend back in from 3 and 4. Then came 1, 5 and 2. Straighting for home. 6 with the lead. 3 though begins to put it all in. 6 and 3 to go toward the line with 6 getting the better of things. And 6 will beat 3 and 1 at the finish. 6 beat.
And that wraps up the racing review for this week. I hope it brought back some pleasant memories, or that the replays may have given you help in picking out tonight's winners. Anyway, now it's time in the programme for Where's Barry? And this week Barry is going to be chatting to us about his experiences between horse racing and greyhound racing during the current COVID-19 restrictions. Barry.
Hello, Mr. Timothy. Well, I reckon today we should talk about social distancing and Joe Public, because I'm back at Windsor working now, and I'm looking after the owners. Only the horse owners are allowed in, obviously, as well as the trainers and the jockeys and the stable staff, etc. But they have an area, and the owners have their own area. And I help to police the owners' area. It's good fun, but the bottom line is Windsor is a big area, or a big auditorium, so there's plenty of space for the owners. So why aren't they allowed at greyhound tracks, where greyhound tracks have a similar large grandstand, plenty of self-distancing rules? I'm sure there's not many 4x4 greyhound stadiums in the country. they've all got pretty good big stadiums. So why can't we just get Joe Public back? Well, not so much Joe Public, but certainly the owners and the limited Joe Public, because I'm only getting about 40 owners at Windsor. Surely any racetrack, if there is 40 owners out there on the Greyhound world, I know a lot of the Greyhounds are owned by the trainers these days, but there are owners. If they can't watch their Greyhound run, they might not want to be an owner anymore. So over the few months that we've been in lockdown, 4 months or whatever, there's probably owners that might have been tempted to get involved in Greyhounds and said, well, no, I can't even watch it run, so no thanks. But let's push it again. You know what?
I think that's correct.
You know?
Yeah, I think that's a very good comment, because it's working in the horse racing side of things, so why can't... But then how many are we talking about of owners, because aren't most of the dogs owned by the trainers these days?
Yeah, that I don't know, but you know, perhaps we could encourage people along there to become owners, you know, by invitation.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. You know, and did you find at Windsor, Barry, that what they classed as an owner could have been about 10 in a syndicate at all? Did they have any restrictions on that?
Well, the BHA have put strict guidelines down there, which is, I don't think, is really fair, because they've limited a syndication to 2 people per horse.
Really?
A lot of syndicate, I think that should be 10 people, a minimum or maximum of 10 people per horse, because we're only getting about 40 people in on a Monday night. We could easily cater for over 100, 150. So the BHA should be informed of this and saying, look, the racetrack, apparently at Newbury the other night, a friend of mine works at Newbury, 7 owners turned up. And they're catering for many, many more. I don't believe alcohol's on sale at the moment, but that's not the be-all and end-all. There's plenty of soft drinks, there's plenty of sandwiches, there's plenty of salads, etc., and it's free for the owners.
Yeah.
So, you know, they can walk in and
presumably there's no bookmakers there or tote or anything. It's all online if they want to bet.
No bookmakers or tote. And I've got a few owners that come along, and I've said to them, that's a long time since you've had an alcoholic drink in your hand, since you've been racing. I said, oh, Barry, it's the first time we've ever had to have lemonade. So I said, let me take a picture on your phone and send it to your trainer, and they won't believe it. And they're loving that little bit of extra input. And they have had their photograph taken with some lemonade and sent it to their trainer, and the text has come back, no, you're lying, you know. Richard Hannum did it the other night to a couple of them. But it's a good atmosphere, you know. There should be more allowability.
I think you're dead right, Barry, and I shall feed that to my viewer and see what he says, or she says maybe. We don't quite know the sex of our viewer, but anyway, it's always good to hear from you, and have yourself a good week. Are you there again on Monday?
I'm there again on Monday, but I'm in hospital on Wednesday for a little op, so little investigative op. I can't spell investigative, but I can say it just about. On that note, I'll leave you all to it, and enjoy your days.
Thanks, Barry. Always good to hear from you, and hope all goes well with the owners at Windsor tomorrow. But more importantly, best wishes for the hospital visit on Wednesday. Now it's time for tonight's racing tips, and first up to the plate is our regular social media kennel maid, Karen Johnson. Karen, what selections have you got for us for the races 1 to 6 this evening?
Hello everyone from the Social Kennel. Here's my tips for Towcester this afternoon. In race 1, I'm going for trap 5, which is actually my nap, and that's Aero Madrid. In race 2, trap 4, Celine again. In race 3, trap 5, Here Comes Danny. And race 4, trap 6, Mermaid. In race 5, I'm going for trap 2, Milestone Gem. And race 6, trap 6, Wedding Cake, which is my next best. In race 7, trap 4, Do It Legal. And race 8, trap 6, Mr. Brentford. In race 9, trap 4, Minstrels. Race 10, trap 5, Make It Millie. And race 11, trap 5, Make It Judy. They're my selections for today. Whatever you're on, good luck everybody, and don't forget to join us, the Greyhound Morning Line, on Facebook later for our Barking Mad competition.
Thanks, Karen. And now to Mr. Toaster himself, Jim Tate. Jim, what selections are you going with this evening? Well, here you can see Jim's selections for racing at Towcester this evening, going through the card as Karen has just done, but his pick-out selections, it looks like the 803 Trap 4 Do It Legal and the 843 Dodgers Alley. That's a nice double, I think, Jim. So good luck to you and all your selections. And now a message again from Karen regarding our Barking Mad competition this evening at Towcester.
The aim is to try and select the greyhounds that you think will come last in the first 6 races at Towcester. Just pop your trap numbers into the comments on our Facebook post. I'll put up the scores at the end of the race. Could you be our next biggest loser? You'd be barking mad not to!
And finally, another shout out for Greyhound Stats UK. Here you can see the latest trainer stats with Ronnie Alder topping the table with their runners to winners and their winning percentages. And also you can see the speed stats over the distances to 70 metres and 500 metres and how the dogs are faring there. And all this is giving you good information for making your selections at Towcester this evening. So good luck. We're now going to take a short break for our summer recess, and we'll be coming back hopefully with a bigger, better and brighter show in the autumn. So we'll see you then, and thanks for watching.